In this video, we'll show you a real simple way to reclaim screens. This reduces your work. First thing I'm going to do is scrape the excess ink out of the screen. Put it back in the container, save it for another day. Okay, I've got all the ink out that I'm going to get out. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the screen from the press, and we're going to take it to the garbage. And I'm going to remove all the plastic lining inside the screen. All right, this screen has been lined with plastic that came off the capillary film and packing tape, and I'm just going to pull all of it out like one big drip tray all at once. Put that in the garbage. And now my whole screen is clean except the area where my squeegee was, and so I'm all done with most of the screen. Now what I'm going to do is take this screen to the sink, and I'm going to put stencil remover on the back side, spray that on. That stencil will melt in about 2 minutes. I'll scrub it off, run water down the back side of the screen. The stencil will go down the drain, and then, only then, will I put any kind of chemical on the ink, and I have a soy-based product that will remove that ink. By taking the stencil off before the ink, there's no chemical on the stencil other than stencil remover, and I prevent ghost images. So this is the way of producing screens without ghost images. So let's go to the third step. All right, now I'm going to spray some stencil remover on here, and I'll let that stand for about 2 minutes, and that capillary film will melt. It's like watching ice turn to water. It takes about 2 minutes, and I will see the stencil bleed out. So once that's done, then I'm going to scrub it lightly with a brush that I got at the grocery store just to loosen up the stencil, and you'll see me then run some water down the back side of the screen. It's been 2 minutes, and you can see the capillary film is starting to bleed. So I'm going to scrub it. Stencil's all gone now. Turn the screen around, and I'm going to spray soybean product in there. I'll take a rag and I'll wipe that ink right out, and then I'm going to throw the rag in the garbage so that the ink is not going down the drain. It usually takes 2 rags to get it pretty well clean. Most of it's gone right now. This will leave a slight residue of ink in the screen, and on the third pass with the soybean product, I'll get that trace quantity out of there. That's the second rag. To scrub ink, I'll use a separate brush. And you can see there is no ghost image. I did not have to use a power washer. The screen is clean. I could do a little cleaning up here on the edges where some ink must have gotten under the tape, or maybe it was left from a prior job. And I could do a little clean up here, a little more soybean. And that's it. But the image area is totally clean, and it's that simple 1, 2, 3 step. That's all it takes. It's very quick. One of the advantages of capillary film as opposed to liquid emulsion is that capillary is not embedded in the mesh like liquid is, so it comes off the screen easier. It makes reclaiming easier. There are a lot of advantages to capillary. That's just one of them. If you have any questions about reclaiming screens, give us a call. We'll be glad to answer your questions.